Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Romica Spiegl-Jones. I'm an illustrator and designer based in Manchester. And this will be a review of my year as an illustrator. Again, looking at my trusted notes. So what have I done this year? This year, I really would say I started to be very serious about my illustration career. So not just drawing that, as a hobby, but actually illustration as a career. And I just thought maybe it's helpful if you are thinking about doing a career in illustration as well, especially in children's book illustration. And you can see what steps I've taken to come where I'm at now. So the first thing I've done in the beginning of the year, I think it was from February till March, or was it March till April? Somewhere in the beginning of the year, I took a Make Art That Sells illustrating children's book course, which was a 5-week really intense course. Every day there was a task or information, so it was really fast-paced, but it was very good, and I think that completely kicked off my understanding and everything I needed to know. It really set me up on a good path. So I made a whole video series about this, which I will link below the first video if you're interested in this course. I think it's a live course, and I think it's twice a year. So next year and beginning of the year, and also in autumn there will be this course. And yeah, of course there will always be neighbors doing some building work, so sorry about that, can't change it. And then of course I was in uni, so I did some stuff in uni as well. I have to say though that often my best projects that actually land in my portfolio are not from university. Why? I don't know, maybe because we have certain guidelines and I don't feel they fit with what I really want to do. I think now I changed my plan a little bit, and now I basically changed uni projects so they help me in my career, which I didn't do in the past, so that's one of the things I will do next year. Okay, but more about that later. So I did Make Art That Sells Bootcamp as well. That was, I think, 5 or 6 months, and that was also really cool because that's how to build your portfolio. I don't have a review about that, but I will link where you can find this course. And yeah, this actually sparked a few ideas for the summer, and in the summer holidays I was most productive. I created some online courses, and I added to courses I already had and made a new one. And yeah, I made a lot of work for my portfolio. So if you want to see my portfolio, you can have a look here. And that was great. I think I really enjoyed this. And then in autumn I became a member of the Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators. That was really good. I did that mostly to join the competition they had going for unrepresented illustrators, so people who don't have an agent or have not been published yet. And yeah, I did not get chosen for this, but that was my main motivation to join. And then later I also joined a critique group, and it's really good to keep up with what they send, and I think being a member is very beneficial, especially if you go to meetings more often. And they have regional chapters almost all over the world, and you can have a look at that as well in the description. And so yeah, I submitted to a few professional illustration competitions for the first time. That was also very cool because in some way, even if you don't win, you still have a good piece for your portfolio, and I think that's awesome. And then I applied late in the year. In September I applied to an agent, I don't know. I wanted to be represented, and I didn't hear back from them, which I can understand. I actually started at my main, the one I loved the most, which was the Bright Agency. And for me, I don't know, I still would like to be represented by them, but if it doesn't work, then that's also okay. And yeah, to magazines, like I said in my previous video, if you haven't seen it, my latest update, one of them actually came back to me and they would like to publish my work in the next issue, which I think is a great honor. I'm really happy. And I did also a craft fair, and which didn't work out so well. And what else? Yeah, and I had my first professional portfolio review. So that was all that was my year in really, you know, a few sentences, really. What I want to do next year, yeah, of course I want to, in my final year, I want to conclude my university education, at least on undergraduate level. Will have 2 bachelors by then, and I think that's enough for now. I'm thinking about doing a master's in children's book illustration, but yeah, I would also like to have a family, and I would also like to somehow just get started with work. So that's something I still have to decide. That's kind of in the back of my mind. I would like to find an agent to represent me, because although I'm okay with business, I went to a business school as well before, I still think there's a lot to learn, and yeah, I would love to trust all these tasks to someone who knows what they're doing, and yeah, whom I can just communicate with, and they communicate with the client. I would just prefer this. And then I would like to continue building my portfolio, and my final major project for uni is a book project that I've decided, so you can choose this. And it's nice because yeah, I think it will challenge me, and yeah, I hope it will add some great work to my portfolio, and maybe it can be another dummy book that I can submit to a publisher. And I will go to Bologna Children's Book Fair 2018. I've not booked my flight, but I've booked my accommodation. My mom said she would come with me. She really would like to come as well and experience this whole, yeah, I don't know, this whole fair. And I'm really looking forward to this, because I've not had a holiday with my mom for years. And the last time was to visit my Swiss grandparents. This is a long time ago, because they both passed away. So yeah, it will be nice to travel together. And there's another goal that I have. I would like to have 1,000 subscribers. That's just, yeah, I mean, it's at the present moment when I'm filming this, I have 240, and I'm really grateful. Thank you to all of you who subscribe to this channel. Thank you for encouraging me constantly to get better, and to, yeah, keep on sharing, because I feel, yeah, I got feedback from many of you that you feel it's encouraging and valuable, and if this is helpful to you, I will continue, definitely. And that's my goal. So, sounds simple, but finishing my degree well, finding an agent, building my portfolio, continue to send out stuff to publishers. I think these are all quite big goals. And yeah, so that's my next year. On a personal level, I think Nick and I, my husband and I, we would just like to have our own home. We're living with my parents-in-law at the moment while we are both in education. But I hope that, yeah, we can find our own little place, preferably away from the airport. That's my wish. And yeah, surrounded by more green, because that's what I'm used to and that's what I need, I think. And yeah, I think we would probably slowly start to think about having children, which wasn't the case before, especially when I was in full-time education. But these are, of course, it's all, you know, there's nothing is fixed, but these are all just my little dreams and wishes for next year. Thank you so much for sharing this journey with me. Thank you for watching my really long videos. I guess if you subscribe to my channel, you know my videos are never short, so if I say short, then it's not short. So yeah, thank you. I would like to say I love you, just for thank you for watching, and for being part of this. It means a lot to me. Yeah. Okay, have a wonderful new year, and I hope